Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to my channel. And on this channel, sikhuluma reality TV shows, celebrities, kanye YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button and the notification bell. Kandiga, if you are joining me from Facebook or Twitter, do not forget to follow the page or like the page over there as well, you guys. Listen, I have a few stories to get through this morning. It's just 3 stories and I have only 30 minutes, but let's see if we can do this. Okay, so listen, you guys, I hope you are starting the week in a productive way. Okay, it's a Monday, fresh. We are fresh from the rest over the weekend. We never stop gossiping, though. We were gossiping throughout the weekend. All right, anyway, you guys, let's do these stories. So last week, you guys, I did do a story of Xolani getting fired from Moja Love. Moja Love has clarified, because of course they were always going to get that backlash from people on why they fired Xolani Khumalo from the show Sizokuthola, but they are explaining why they fired him. I don't know if you're going to understand. I still don't get it, but they are explaining it. We also do have an unfortunate incident that happened, you guys. One player, AmaZulu Player, has passed away. So I'm going to read that story for you, you guys. And it's a shock because he recently got married. Okay, and I think their wedding was also publicized on Zimdollar. They talked about it on Zimdollar, and I think also Daily Sun not so long ago, you guys. But he has passed away. Also, Zim Dollar, remember, he made those comments that Upegicele was not impressed with, and they're saying that she has issued an apology. So we're going to read about that apology. What did she say? Okay. Anyway, you guys, let's do this, the more sensitive story first, and sort of get it out of the way. Okay, so listen, you guys, let me just share my screen so that we can talk about what they say happened with this player that recently passed away. So this is a story written by Uthiyo Nyaba for Zimdollar. It says AmaZulu Player dies after a short illness. AmaZulu striker Bongi Ntuli has passed away. AmaZulu striker Bongi Ntuli has passed away. The player passed away after a short illness at a Pietermaritzburg hospital today, which that was yesterday, you guys. So he passed away yesterday. The club confirmed this afternoon. The 32-year-old Ntuli was married to a club CEO, Snehlanhla Zungu. Snehlanhla, who is popularly known as Sne, is the daughter of AmaZulu president and prominent businessman Sandile Zungu. In a statement, the team said, "It is with a heavy heart that we inform you of the passing of our beloved center forward and loyal servant, Bonkosi Ntuli." Ntuli was recently diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer, which metastasized and ultimately led to his death at the Midlands Medical Center private hospital in Pietermaritzburg this afternoon. The club requested that privacy and patience be granted to the family and friends as they come to terms with his passing. Last month, Moja reported that Ntuli fell ill and was admitted to Netcare Umhlanga Hospital after vomiting blood, and then later transferred to Inkosi Albert Luthuli Hospital for surgery. So this is like an official statement that they issued at the time. It says here, very recently diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer, led to his passing at the Midlands Medical Center private hospital in Pietermaritzburg this afternoon. May his beautiful soul rest in eternal peace. The club requests privacy and patience to be granted to the family and friend at this difficult time. Further announcements will be made in due course. Okay, so the article continues to say, Ntuli married Sne a few months ago. I remember, you guys, when the wedding was publicized. A few months ago in the traditional wedding, followed by a white wedding in September at the bride's family wedding venue named Zungunes in the Midlands. The couple had also planned to go on a honeymoon before Ntuli got sick. The former Mamelodi Sundowns and Lamontville Golden Arrows striker was once selected to play for Bafana Bafana, by the then coach Sheikh Mashaba in June 2015, but he was not selected to make his international debut. Ntuli also played for the now Northwest-based team Platinum Stars between 2015 and 2018. The Zungus had been grooming Ntuli to take over as an administrator of Usuthu. A source said they were waiting for the current 2022-2023 DSTV Premiership campaign to wind up in May next year for Ntuli to take up his position as the administrator of the team. This is a beautiful, I hope you can see what I'm sharing. You guys, it's a beautiful picture of them getting married, you guys. It was recent. I think, like they say, it was in September, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful wedding. They both looked very healthy, you guys. I don't know if this was after or before the diagnosis, but, you know, I'm sure they were looking forward to the future. It's very sad, you guys, that he has passed away. May his soul rest in peace. So that is what happened with AmaZulu Player, you guys. He has passed away. So next, you guys, let's do this next story. Those who don't remember, let me just remind you, Zimdollar is a radio DJ at Ukhozi FM, and at some point when one person had passed away who was a businessman, and she had gone on radio to express her dissatisfaction with the police because of the essing that had taken place at the time. And the minister, Pegicele, had felt that it wasn't appropriate for her to make the statements that she made on radio, and that she was encouraging people to actually act aggressively towards the police, you know, when they are approached by the police. So he felt like she shouldn't have made those statements on a radio, and he was challenging Ukhozi FM to actually fire her. And then after that statement that was made by Ubhekicele, Zimdollar had come out to say that she was feeling unsafe. Other people had reported that she was coming to work with security, with bodyguards, because she was feeling like she was unsafe after the statement that was made by Ubhekicele. But the apology never really came, you know, and nothing was reported in terms of her maybe getting disciplined by the radio station for expressing personal feelings about that situation on radio. So now, you guys, they are saying that she apologized. So let's read about this apology here. So it says here, Ukhozi FM host apologizes to the police over trigger happy comments, because that's what she had said. She had said the police are trigger happy. Okay, they're shooting at everybody. That's what she said. Media personality Zim Dollar Biela has apologized to the police after going live on radio, accusing them of being incompetent and being trigger happy. Zim Dollar, who's popular on Ukhozi FM as a presenter, and Devon Jane, actress, fired shot at the police after the passing of a suspected criminal and businessman, Kululeko Mkhize, who was linked to the killing of 5 men at a shopping center in Richards Bay in KwaZulu-Natal. Zim Dollar also accused the police of always having a reason to S and K suspects, and later claimed that they were being S at. Why are they always being S at? Why not the children? We are not children. There is an order issued for cops to K people. Innocent people end up passing away, she said during the show. She went on to blame the police for the passing of her 2 brothers, whom she claims were also killed by members of the National Intervention Unit, NIU. I'm just asking the South African community that we must fight this tendency of killing innocent children who are said to be dangerous, she said. Minister Cele then retaliated against Zimdollar and attacked her while giving a speech at the funeral of NIU officer, Warrant Officer Sthembiso Mazibuko, who was asked and passed away during a fire exchange between the police and the criminals. There is this woman called Zim Dollar. She went on air and criticized the NIU for S-ing and K-ing criminals. She was basically giving orders to the criminals to S and K members of NIU. Today, we are gathered here to bury one of our members who was S and K'd by criminals. This is because of Zim Dollar. what she mandated them as she went on air and gave instructions to criminals to S and K the members. She must be excited about today. We are burying one of our members who was S and K by notorious thugs, Xele said. Soon after Xele's comments, Zim Dollar said she feared for her life and also hired bodyguards to drive her around. In a video, that is 3 minutes long, she shared on social media, Zimdollar said that she did not expect her comments to be taken out of context and that she said what she said out of hurt because she lost her brothers. She claimed that she heard that there was a plan to have her arrested because she had guns. I would like to apologize to the police and everyone who was offended by my comments. Please forgive me for what I said about the police. I did not mean any harm. I fear for my life now because I am hated by a lot of people, including the police, she said. She added that since her comments, things have been hard for her, and she fears she might also be asked and or arrested for the GUNs she has. She says she doesn't have. They think she has GUNs, but she doesn't have them. I don't have GUNs. Yes, my brothers have their own personal GUNs, and I have seen them at home, but I can't even name them. I am now scared, she said. The Skiangengoma host said that she does not understand why the police would want to destroy her as she is not a powerful figure. Okay, I guess she spoke on powerful issues here because I don't think that this is something that you play around with. This is the kind of story that you just report on and move away from. You don't want to say too much on it and you don't want to express personal feelings on it because you might get yourself asked, okay, and Kate, just like the other people, okay? So that's an apology, you guys. I'm guessing that her life has not been easy. I don't think that you in South Africa, you want to have the police as your enemy. I don't think that you want to have the minister of police as your enemy. I don't think that you want that in your life. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how many GUNs you have at your house. I don't think you want the minister as your enemy. I don't think that you want the SAPS, the NIU as your enemy. So I can imagine how difficult that is for her, but she brought it on herself, okay? Kukushange, hello. You're the first and the last one in the comment section today. Thank you so much for being here. Anyway, you guys, let's do this Xolani story because, of course, Moja did file Xolani, and people had, comments on how they were feeling about it, and now they are trying to explain what the reasons for them letting him go are. Okay, this is reported on Zimoja, you guys, but we have to I want to mention this, that the Zimoja publication is owned by Moja Love, so it's on their platform. This story is published on their platform, so they have control on how they published it because it's their own platform. Okay, so okay, let me share this story now, and then we're going to just talk about what they say are the reasons, you guys. I don't know if you guys will feel like you are satisfied now with the reasons that they are giving. I just still feel like it doesn't really make much difference, but let's go through them. Why Moja Love parted ways with Xolani. Khumalo Philani Nzima is writing the story following white media speculation about Moja Love terminating its relationship with Zimdollar presenter Xolani Khumalo. The channel has disclosed further information to clarify the circumstances that led to its pronouncement. This comes after Khumalo responded to the channel's earlier statement through his Xolani Khumalo Foundation, claiming he was never informed of the decision to terminate his contracts. Remember, he said that he was called by a journalist to get his comment on his firing, but he did not know. He hadn't been informed that he had been fired. Moja Love stated that the reason that led to the termination of Khumalo's contract was that, one, he failed to answer questions posed by the channel after it raised concerns and questioned him about his knowledge and involvement in the unlawful conduct that led to the contamination of the crime scenes, failed prosecution of the known drug lords, and unfortunate tragedies that followed filming certain episodes. Okay. So basically, they wanted to know there's something about crime scenes being contaminated when they are shooting the show, because we've had people that have been part of the show as suspects saying that sometimes the things that they would claim to find on the scene or in somebody's house, they will bring it there themselves. There has been those accusations. So they wanted answers when it came to that. And they also, too, they said they failed prosecution of the known drug lords and unfortunate tragedies that followed after filming certain episodes. So I guess there were certain drug lords that were not prosecuted. Okay, I don't know why that would require Xolani to give answers to, because the way that he would explain it, he says that they would go to somebody's house. If they find something there, they will make sure that they take the person to the police station. And then after that, the police will be dealing with that issue. Okay. But I guess something is going on there where they felt like he needed to give answers. Okay. And then I guess the unfortunate tragedy that they're talking about is the passing of the person that actually started this whole thing. Okay. So they wanted answers with regards to that. The channel further demanded the identities of the beneficiaries of his foundation, which he launched off the back of Zimdolar's success, despite the blatant conflicts of interest it created between him and the show. This is how I understood the foundation, guys. After reading the first article after he got fired, I understood it to be that Xolani had the foundation before he started working for Moja Love, because this was something that was of his interest, really, he was doing privately. So they integrated that into the show. But here they are making it sound like the foundation was started after Xolani was doing the show, and because of the success of the show, he started a foundation. So they wanted to know who was the beneficiaries or who were the beneficiaries of that foundation. Channel spokesperson Nonzokazi Selecte said, it became clear that the channel's relationship with Mr. Khumalo had broken down when he couldn't provide the channel with satisfactory answers to its questions, and when further information which the channel is not at liberty to disclose at this stage came to light. Okay, so I guess there's some information that they know of that we don't know about. I wish that they could share so that we can understand what's happening with that, you guys. So let me just see if it's worth reading the statement or it's what's on the article. No, not okay. I think they're saying the same thing, you guys. Mr. Khumalo claims that he was not formally informed of the termination are false. Okay, maybe let me read part of it. Okay. Okay, Moja Love has always, this is a statement issued by Moja Love, by the way, you guys. So Moja Love has always been cautious to ensure that it abides by the strict letter of the law. To this end, the channel continues to work closely with the South African Police Services to ensure that no person enriches themselves from the proceeds of crimes which are perpetuated by greedy individuals squandering as non-profit organizations. I do wonder, you guys, if they are implying that Xolani was benefiting from criminal activities through this organization, because honestly, it does sound like that. They sound like they are saying he was benefiting from criminal activities through this organization. It became clear to the channel that the relationship with Mr. Khumalo had permanently broken down when it could not provide that when he could not provide the channel with satisfying answers to the questions, and when further information which the channel is not at liberty to disclose at this stage came to light. The channel has been providing legal and financial support to Mr. Khumalo prior to the termination, and it will continue to foster an environment of integrity, trust, and respect. I do wonder, you guys, if they were helping him financially with the case in terms of like his legal fees and stuff, if they are still going to continue to doing that now that he is no longer an employee of the channel. Mr. Khumalo claims that he was not formally informed of the termination are false. Okay, so they're saying that he is lying about the fact that he did not know that he had been terminated, and they're saying they are untruthful. He was duly informed by the channel's management, but failed to respond. As the channel, we cannot turn a blind eye to reports of injuries the passing away of people during filming of any of our shows. And we eagerly await the outcome, the legal case that is currently in the outcome of the legal case that is currently in court. I think that's what they meant. Moja Love respects the law of the Republic of South Africa and distances itself from any person or entity that it sees itself as above the law. Listen, you guys. I mean, obviously, it makes sense for them if they're saying that, listen, if there are reports that people are losing their lives, people are getting injured during the shooting of the show, then we must pay attention to that. But only because now someone has lost their lives, they're responding. Because the reports of people saying that they are tortured or they are, they're beaten up or all of that stuff, that is not something that only came now that somebody lost their lives. These things have been said about the show before that. If really Moja Love was about that, if they were about being concerned that people are not getting hurt during the shooting of the show, they should have responded before somebody lost their life during the shooting of the show. That would have even avoided, we wouldn't even have the situation where somebody has lost their lives, So now it's like, now the client is in a bigger trouble. They're like wanting to distance themselves. I don't feel like it's fair to him. They made money from the show. They knew that. I refuse, guys. I refuse to believe that Moja Love did not know at all. It's hard for me to believe that they did not know at all. Even us as people watching the show, because they will go to somebody's house, they will ask, okay, is there some substances in this house? And the person will be like, no, there's no substances in this house. I don't know anything about that. I don't deal. I don't use nothing. And then they go to break. And then when they come back, the person is sweating. They're wet. They can't breathe. What did you think was happening? Even us watching the show, we were like, something just happened to this person, So you mean us, the viewers, could see that something was going on here, but Moja Love management couldn't see. Now all of a sudden that somebody has lost their life. Now they're like, it's Xolani, it's not us. I don't believe it, you guys. I do feel like one viewer did say that they're probably just wanting to throw him under the bus now that this whole thing has happened. I do feel like that, you guys. I'm not saying he was perfect when he was conducting that show, but I do feel like at this point, the people that should not be abandoning him is Moja Love, because they did make money from that show. But anyway, guys, that's how they're explaining why they let go of him. Is it fair? I don't feel like it is, but again, that's how life goes, you guys. Guys, Sibiya, good morning, OGs. We are within Umkosi Uyashisa, Uhlezi Ushisa Umkosi. Unfortunately, today we have a sensitive story. AmaZulu Player did pass away, you guys, after a short illness in the hospital. And then we had Zim Dollar's story. Anyway, if you came late, you will rewind. Amogelang, OG Sunny Hen. Hello, guys. I'm about to slide out of here. Don't forget to like the stream, you guys. And also, if you are in a Wi-Fi free zone, do not forget to just let the stream rerun again. I think I want to do the evening stream, you guys. And I want to start doing AMA panels. So those who are viewers who are interested in doing AMA lives, I'm going to give that opportunity to my evening lives. If you want to come in and comment in person. And it's in the comment section. I wish there was a voice recording thing in the comment section so I can explain my point. Now I'm gonna be giving you guys that in some of my evening lives so that we can have some fun. But you are not forced to do that, okay? If you want to. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this morning. I have to start work. I have a lot of work today. Thank you for watching. Also, like the video before, Pumegana, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in the Tanda.